As often said, the growth of a nation's economy depends largely on our people, and the ability of a people to help the economy grow relies hugely on the ease of movement of goods, services, and the people themselves. With a population of over 150 million people, Nigeria is unarguably one of the fastest growing markets in Africa and the world at large. Over the years, the economy of Africa's giants has slowly crashed due to several factors ranging from simple reasons as bad roads to corruption and lack of good governance, bringing untold hardship upon the common folks of the world's largest black nation. Blessed with a landmass of approximately 923,763 kilometers and surrounded by magnificent bodies of water, transportation has been a reassuring problem for previous administration in Nigeria, especially with the Nigeria Railway Corporation gone past our glory days of providing reliable, affordable means of moving goods and people across the country. Without a functional and effective rail transport system, traffic gridlock increased drastically across commercial cities in the country, making movement of goods from places of depot extremely slow, expensive, and time-consuming. Not only did this affect the rates and amounts of goods and services deliverable to the Nigerian people, it also culminated in the further deterioration of roads and bridges across the country as more heavy-duty vehicles took unusually heavy stock of goods across already weakened roads, increasing wear and tear as well as encouraging banditry and tax evasion. However, with the coming of the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government and its change agenda, reprieve is gradually coming the way of Nigerians, as the president having identified the transport sector as vital to the growth of the nation's economy, is strategically putting in place measures to drastically solve the problem of transportation across the country through the Ministry of Transportation headed by retired Honorable Rotimi Amaechi. From the day of inauguration, the Rotimi-led administration hit the ground running with the sole aim of providing cheap, flexible, and effective transportation system for Nigerians by kickstarting various projects across the country, chief of which is the reviving of the dying railway system neglected by previous administrations. Committed to delivering on his mantle as Minister of Transport, Mr. Rotimi Amaechi has worked tirelessly day and night with stakeholders to ensure that the ministry delivers on the president's promise to deliver a cheap, effective, and qualitative system of moving goods, people, and services across the country. The effects can be greatly seen in the newly built rail tracks and revamping of the Nigeria Railway Corporation. Across the country, from Kaduna to Abuja, Itanpe to Warri, Lagos to Abeokuta, and Abeokuta to Ibadan, tens of kilometers of rail tracks have been laid, new and modern coaches acquired, and state-of-the-art security systems put in place to protect the rails from vandals and bandits. Until the recent extensions of the last few years, the last major rail project undertaken in the country was the 640-kilometer Kano to Maiduguri line, completed in 1964. When the project started, it all seemed like a lofty idea, with the ambitious minister pegging the cost price at over $40 billion. But looking back today, more than 60% of the rail project has been actualized and trains put on functional use on rail tracks across the country. The government, also through the Ministry of Transportation, has shown its commitment towards delivering a sustainable and functional transportation system to the good people of Nigeria by establishing a world-class transportation university in Daura, Katsina State, located in northern Nigeria. The university was created to help train Nigerians in the modern technology of rail, road, and aviation transportation. This is also coming on the heels of plans by the ministry to build a world-class factory at Konjola in Ogun State. The factory will produce coaches, wagons, and locomotives, all in a bid to reduce importation from China and increase the local economy. From Itanpe to Warri, Kaduna to Lagos, Lagos to Abeokuta, testimonies abound of the new ease of life experienced by Nigerians as a result of the newly improved rail system. In just 3 years, the Rotimi Amaechi-led Ministry of Transportation has drastically transformed the Nigerian rail system from a shadow of its old self into an effective, functional, and affordable means of transportation for the common Nigerian. Of a truth, Nigeria and Nigerians are finally experiencing the true dividends of democracy.